Just in 2024, we missed $200 billion in terms of revenue. People need to remember you. You always have to innovate. Customers are not looking for machines, they are looking for people.
Welcome to The Big Question, the series from Euronews where we delve deep into some of the most important topics on the business agenda. I'm Hannah Brown, and today I'm joined by Gonzalo Brujó, the Global CEO and President at Interbrand. Thank you very much for joining us. Every year at Interbrand, you publish the Best Global Brands report. Can you just give me a quick overview of what it looks like and some of the big takeaways of this year's report?
Every year we run the Best Global Brands report to try to understand what is happening with the brands around the world, what is happening with the top companies and how they are trending on a global scale. We have been doing the report over the last 25 years, and this year is especially important for us because not only we are analyzing the 2024 report, but also we are trying to see what are the key insights over the last 25 years. Companies are looking for all performance marketing. They are really concentrated on how I can sell today. And what we recommend is that the brands, they need to combine the mixed marketing strategies. It is about performance marketing, but it is also about how they can build the brand in the long run. Just in 2024, we missed $200 billion in terms of revenue. And over the last 25 years, if companies were working on performance marketing and midterm marketing strategies and branding strategies, they could grow to $6.9 trillion around the world.
Wow.
So I think the big insight this year is that companies must think on their marketing mix much better to make sure that they can really connect with customers. Customers are not looking for machines, they are looking for people, they are looking for human connection, they are looking for human experiences, they are looking for love sometimes in terms of the brands, how they can connect with his customers.
So let's talk about some of the brands in the report. Who is making the top 10 and what are they doing right to get into that spot?
Well, again, this year we still have Apple as the #1 brand in the ranking. Although the growth this year is a -3%, the results are excellent for Apple. I think Apple is trending well, has been trending well for the last 11 years. It is all about simplification. I think on artificial intelligence, Apple Intelligence, they are starting probably a bit more careful than other technology companies, but I think they are doing their moves, and I see next year potentially positive brand value data for Apple going forward. So what is happening right now is that companies that are investing in AI, they are trending better than others.
But on that point, the companies that are investing in AI are doing well. There are 3 car brands in the top 10. Is AI linked to their success?
Well, there is 14 brands that are doing very well in the auto world right now at the ranking. And actually this year the most growing brand for the entire ranking is an auto brand, which is Ferrari. Over the last 3 years we have seen huge, amazing improvements on the auto brands, and most of them are doing very well, although I know that auto brands will be facing complex times ahead. Why? Because they are spending, as you can imagine, in terms of electric vehicles. The entire industry is spending more than $500 billion on new technology, new factories, new ways of connecting with customers, and this is beginning to be expensive. Of course, the demand is lower on electric vehicles, and what is happening is that companies in the auto world will need to revise their strategies, their spending, and also probably they need to narrow the products offering that they have to the market.
Ferrari is the kind of top climber of the year, and that Tesla is kind of one of the ones with the biggest decline. What are they doing differently to have such different results?
Well, I think Ferrari is more than an auto brand. They really work hard to try to enter into different segments. Companies that are investing in different arenas or different categories this year has an increase of 6% versus the companies that are just working in a single category. So I think this is quite important. In the case of Ferrari, they are expanding into the entertainment world with new, different theme parks. In the ultra-luxury lifestyle hotels world, they are working on a new apparel brand. So as you can imagine, it is not only about auto, but they are doing something different. In the case of Tesla, we see a 9% drop. I think Tesla has been the first category killer on EV around the world with Toyota. Both of them, they were the first ones to enter into the category historically. As you can imagine, they have this first mover opportunity, but the reality is that today BMW, for example, in the European Union, sells more electric cars than Tesla. So what is happening is that the rest of the auto brands are catching up on EV solutions to its customers. Sometimes customers are not happy with the timings on delivery for Tesla. And last but not the least, I think in the last couple of years, I think the way that Elon Musk presented himself to the public has been very polarizing. Yes. But I think this is beginning to affect the relationship between Tesla, Elon Musk, and its customers.
And so obviously, we've talked about all sorts of different brands that have been on the report this year. And overall, there has been $3.5 trillion of missed value creation collectively since 2000. What are these missed opportunities and what can brands do to achieve better growth going forward?
I think today customers are quite clever. Remember, something that is very cool about the brand is that although you think that you are growing and you are doing great, there is many brands that are no longer with us in the ranking.
Yeah.
Brands like Nokia. At some point, they were the 5th largest brand in the ranking. So what I'm telling brands is that be careful. You need to keep listening always to your customers, to your employees, to the financial community. You always have to innovate. You need to find your own iconic moves. What are going to be the 2 or 3 things that are going to be helping you to differentiate? So you need to work on that. People need to remember you to make sure that they can buy you in the long run. And sometimes companies are not investing that much in marketing or in brand anymore. And I think that this is something that definitely, if they want to keep playing in the game, they must invest in marketing, they must invest in brands, not only in the short-term strategies, but also the mid-term. So you need to work on parallel, a fast-track a way of working with your brands, but also the mid-term strategies and the trajectory for the future in terms of the ambition, the purpose of the company.
Okay, brilliant. Well, thank you so much for those insights, and thank you for joining us today on The Big Question.
Thank you very much.